Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing? If you see the comment section on the right-hand side, if you want to join, I left the link there so you can join. If you choose to, as you come in, please hit the like button. It would really be appreciated. And tonight's topic, of course, is James Harden. If you haven't been under a rock over these last couple of hours, you know that he finally made his way to Brooklyn. And this is where he wanted to go from jump. And as he has normally happened for James Harden, he has definitely gotten his wish. And he is now a part of Brooklyn Nets. Right now, they're currently playing the Knicks, and let's face it, the Knicks are the Knicks. So last I checked, they were whooping them, and they were whooping them pretty good. It was 17 at halftime. I don't even want to know what it looks like now. But to go over the parameters of the trade, James Harden goes to Brooklyn. And listen, the Brooklyn Nets gave up a king's ransom to get him. No question about it. Now here is whom Brooklyn gave up. Players and draft picks to get one James Harden. They gave up Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, Taurean Prince, Rodion Kirkus, a 2021 pick, a 2022 first-round pick. In fact, they swapped picks, Brooklyn and Houston. 2023 pick swap, a 2024 first-round pick, a 2025 pick swap, a 2026 first-round pick, and a 2027 pick swap. Now, meanwhile, the Houston Rockets end up with Victor Oladipo, Dante Exum, Rodion Kirkus. They swap first-round picks with the Nets. They get a first-round pick from the Bucks, a first-round pick from the Nets from 2022. They swap the 2021 picks. And they get the Nets' first-round pick in 2026 and 2027. Now, there were two other pieces to this trade. The Indiana Pacers end up getting Karis LeVert and trading Victor Oladipo, who goes I forgot. Where does Victor Oladipo go? I'm looking here. Oh, they goes to Houston. Victor Oladipo goes to Houston. They traded to get Karis LeVert. Excuse me. The fourth team in the deal are the Cleveland Cavaliers. And they definitely made out pretty good because they get that Jared Allen, who they can play with Andre. He'll probably be the guy who will be underneath the center because Andre Drummond only has 1 year left in his deal. After this deal, he'll probably be a free agent. And they got Taurean Prince, who's a decent backup. But all in all, it is definitely championship or bust for the new big three in the NBA. James Harden, Kevin Durant, and of course Kyrie Irving. Now the thing that's going to make this interesting, in my opinion, Kyrie Irving has not played in about 4 games. And if you didn't know, the NBA is right now looking at Kyrie Irving because they say he attended a party, I want to say upstate New York, but I believe it was in New Jersey. And right now, I don't even know if Kyrie Irving's going to be even part of the team moving forward. In fact, they say that Kyrie Irving, and this is according to SNTV, he is furious with the organization, and it has nothing to do with the team's decision to get James Harden. Kyrie Irving is reportedly upset by the Nets' decision to hire Steve Nash as head coach because he was, quote, not in favor, unquote, of it. And this is according to SNY-TV's Tommy D. That is a sports channel here in New York. And he's also described the relationship between Irving and teammate Kevin Durant as, quote unquote, very distant. Now, it's unclear when or if Irving plans to rejoin the Nets, especially as he reportedly continues to ignore calls from the team. And he has missed a week's worth of games already following the riots. I mean, it's crazy. And I'm actually a fan of Kyrie Irving. But, I mean, there is no denying he is difficult to play with. I mean, he didn't want to be second fiddle with LeBron James. He goes to Boston, and it looked like, because if you remember the year before Kyrie got to Boston made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. When they had Kyrie, they couldn't even get out of the first round. He had upset the chemistry of that team that much. I mean, it is absolutely ridiculous. And now, remember last year, he was hurt most of the time. And listen, last year was a funky year, so if you want to give Kyrie a pass for last year, you could. But the Nets did play galvanized basketball without him. And I understand they did get smoked in the first round, but they were very competitive, no question about it. And Kyrie is currently out for quote-unquote personal reasons. But it's crazy. And now I'm looking also at the fact that he could miss more games because of the protocols, the COVID-19 protocols. I just don't get it, man. I mean, this guy. Now, he was caught on video going maskless at a family birthday party amid a sizable gathering. Now, he has put his team in a very, very crazy situation here. I mean, they have to tread lightly because they know his temperament. Now, this is what Steve Nash said. Quote, I hate to continue with this thread, but I'm not really going to comment on either the details of the rumors or Kyrie's situation. I don't know if that gets us anywhere today. Apologies. Sorry, said Nash. We'll also pass on a question about trying to fit the high usage stars like Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant together. Because, listen, obviously there's only one basketball, and both of these guys, well, I'll say two of them, not three. See, Durant can move without the ball and still be effective. But both Kyrie and James Harden definitely dominate the basketball. Now, the one thing that works to Harden's favor is that he is already familiar with Steve Nash's, or should I say Mike D'Antoni's system, because it's Mike D'Antoni's system. It's not anybody else's but his. Hey, Sassy Francis, how are you doing? We're doing all right. We're doing all right over here. Just wanted to do a quick StreamYard thing. I've only done one more StreamYard video, and I'm trying to get myself used to it. But yeah, well, everybody's doing well, and I hope that you are doing well also, you and your loved ones. But Harden is very familiar with the system. And listen, I expect him and Durant to work out fine. I know they've been friends going back to the OKC days. Now, Kyrie loves to dominate the basketball. Now, he can play off the ball also, but he prefers, obviously, to have the ball in his hands. Now, James Harden is not the greatest defensive player in the world either. Durant is, when healthy, a wonderful defensive player. And he's looked like Kevin Durant during this early going, especially on the offensive end. Now, whether he's able to slide his feet defensively, we'll know more about that, in the coming months. But he's looked like Kevin Durant. And let me preface that by saying, listen, I'm a fan of the way he plays basketball, but he's a little too soft for my taste. I'm just saying. And again, Kyrie, the one thing about this is Kyrie is injury prone as it is. Then you take into consideration his temperament. I don't know which NBA team is going to take on his contract. Because let's face it, if I'm not mistaken, Kyrie Irving's 32 years old. Now, I don't want to say he's on the downside of his career. But no doubt. That's all we can do is try to stay safe. Listen, he's closer to the end of his career than the beginning, no question about it. And Kyrie, if he keeps burning these bridges, I'm not going to say he's going to find himself out of the league, but listen, we saw Allen Iverson self-destruct near the end of his career. So I don't know what the future holds for Kyrie Irving. And again, as a sports fan, I actually like his style of play, but sometimes he will get ridiculous with the shots, no question about it. But no more ridiculous than the MVP of the strip club, James Harden. So it'll be interesting to see how they divvy up the shots. Because again, both Kyrie, well, right now I don't foresee it obviously being a problem because Kyrie isn't there. But if and when he does come back, it's going to be very interesting to see who's going to be dominating the basketball. Obviously, it's going to go through KD. He is still the best player on the team, whether they want to acknowledge that or not. Harden See, all three can be facilitators, but both Harden and Kyrie are definitely two ball-dominant basketball players. Now, do I think they're going to win a championship? I think they could definitely make the NBA Finals. I still don't think they're going to beat LeBron and AD when it comes down to it. Now, they could beat Paul George and, of course, Leonard. They can beat Kawhi Leonard. Now, those two, even though they're great players, listen, at Durant and Harden's best, they can't beat. They just can't. Now, if it was just Harden and Kyrie, God forbid anything happened to KD, and that's also a crapshoot. Because let's face it, over the last 3 years, Irving and Durant have been injury prone, no question about it. So I see a lot of load management in the future, at least until March, because you want to have them round into championship form by March and April. But again, with this pandemic going around, it's going to be a very delicate thing, and you see what's already happened with Kyrie Irving. So those are my thoughts about this trade. I think, does it get them to the NBA Finals? Probably. Will they win a championship? I don't think so. Listen, are they better on paper? Yeah, but I don't think they have the chemistry of like Philly right now, because right now with Doc Rivers there, he's gotten the best out of Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. And I think they're going to make one more move also. And I think Milwaukee still has a move or two to make as well. So, yeah, they definitely have to build. Good brother Dale. They definitely have to build. But I think there's only one basketball, and there's too many ball dominant guys on that team. I think Kyrie is going to be gone by the trade deadline. That's just my opinion. We'll see how it shakes out, but obviously basketball in Brooklyn has gotten much more interesting. And once again, the elephant in the room, even though it's not being talked about right now, the Knicks, who should have went all in for James Harden because they desperately need a champion. And I don't think, and again, I understand that Strip Club James might not win a title, but the Knicks need some type of superstar. They just don't. Yeah, the Western Conference obviously has the power. And I think the Lakers are going to win it again. But don't sleep on the Denver Nuggets either. I think the Lakers, with LeBron and AD, listen, they're the best duo in the league right now. And they have a chemistry, and they actually like playing together. Listen, between Kyrie and James Harden, those guys can flame out. And they can quit on a team quick. We've seen that already. So, again, it will be interesting to see. Please like, share, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. UncClaude signing out. Take care, everyone. God bless. And please stay safe.